also in the studio, two gentlemen, one legend and one masculinity journalist. Legend, you know, Charles Koko Sampon, the terror tomato teller, and nothing. So, Century, our being here, pa, Mustafa Hajidin. Good morning.
Good morning.
You be a fine dear.
Fantastic.
You know, Yamkopa say, modern and so such a. Now, no pain, and I'm a your editorial. Winfried Schäfer buy and chair. Now, by an Wakako interview on a one German media house interview, na interview no say Oba Ghana so Baby CV ye football crisis no. Baby CV from your football crisis no. Na but many can miss legend or no there or your elder was sorry. Na Bible mo no minim ahe fa na when e bisa Jesus Christ say o yini Messiah na no.
Won kwa sorry.
Nyabotre.
Me bisa
na me kwa sorry a se me ye Christo ni. Charles
no
Charles Christo ni e Mujamini entina ma misa wo no Charles
one can say you should be able to answer that question
na elder tell na me answer elder te eh na wo kan say
and that is the way jai
Debbie
that is the way
one Messiah
when it is asasem no Bible
fa Bible wan some fa enkotu
gospels yes
fa gospels one also you know
say Bible
Messiah
obi bi say nti why eyi na Messiah na se fufu bi ba
o se de oba no
ye je do just be ko
enye hu npo
but no one e bi say asasem no
je mi ko tu
o te ba bo le wie
elder bi na o chese
anya ade nyina na so de good me ye prophet Balukobi niema woni tirima ono wonhwe ayim ko
so no ye sofu ankasa
otimi ekotu Bible ogina obetima ma
quotation be 100
o ko so sare me ntimi ko kaze eye na de be tina da bi Ghana de
Ghana coach be chow
what you say nti me ko ya sare me papa prophet Balukobi dia
and yen ko betima nya na accurate
and so no oda okra yimba quotation ko na eba niti
okay na ayi say pocket or ye sofu ba pocket say John the Baptist ne bisa ye time na oba be bo Jesus ni say na wona Messiah na say ya twi before fro
John the Baptist so mu nyina ho ye Ghana for say John be a Ghana
da biada na John be a Ghana ni I say John for number
no na me say
dina John nso ye Ghana ni
say John for na di e man so
okay
John ho ye Ghana for so that say
well Matthias enti ma mimi saw also about the CV Ghana football from crisis no Winfried Schäfer I mean say from the legend
oh my god ma yen church you for na
ejo so
anyo mo anka ntia amona mo hwe da bia me yen hwe ni gi se ye aduma na me shiro and they were kind of say Ghana hanu ya nhwe ya de sa ni bibia sai so just
yeah and the say
enye babia ye man na dru no enye abrofo wu na homba be solve a program ayen
oh Samu
we so enye buru ni ayi bia
it was because of Bayern the first two games at Ghana boy ni she 8 goals
na he team so anse no boys o dey team
so child in Madagascar
as 77 the local players can compete me oh me boy at the boss send a call Benjamin Sare so or best keeper
say be an advisor Schäfer na the ma technical team no and am so support at play
and the ma your boss abo
bia say nti no so na e ba
be say opponent 20 me more short on target
say an advice
and so advice ntimi mo aye
what's your 5 ni training ntimi mo
aye na the boy do bobo papa bi di share
say win ya win dia win
da bia sa na me kan say win ne bad ya na e fi negative na win
okay
so that say Ghana ni enye skekuta ne fi say e bia so okoda
okay
ko scan kuta na ni aje by scanning nsema na odwen
okay
so that say yes say ya ne de
problem bi ani ho go na yefefe
go ni say enche kwa kobo tournament bi no
unity cup no
obehu negative Ghana for e be kan o ni team
what if say no say ko win ya
Messi obehu negative
okay
teams be na no nko shia
any Nigeria be first game you we are say itimi show mo
na we are no man
we are it me show man you be winning between
remember say ya show you know man
yeah show man between TNT and Jamaica you be winning no any be bo final
we any asem we any asem me dey be kan say I was say you say I was here pe technical a year advice obetumi ade because ye team na kasa enye
say no nie technical advice and na ba no
anyway
yes I don't need a technical advisor
Ghana e was some
Winfried Schäfer oba in the first 2 games as technical advisor
Coach Karim
anu ni
ayo
ni
Karim for dia agba gunu su odwane ya ayo no
wanyane wanyane the contract
wanyane
odwane say contract is in no free one twice it no say Ghana do ba be Saviour bizaya ni
say Cameroon ye Ghana no no wa be Saviour me dey be kan say Ghana ye wo mo a on betuma save Ghana am ya bi before am so mo fata
no
oti akenten ho
na so oti akenten ho no mo na administration ye ba no mo ye ni free ho
yeah na me ka say ewiase no ye mpe ye de
okay
what say Ghana ni wo hu say wo ebia o ya de na o kan bibra o mpe nti o so you free o na no to no ya ti ya ka say me kura e bedu ba bi kura bo say o chorus na no mo nam no kura be ka say o da bia bo nkofu e chinti e bia o kura isi ya ko bi kura be say no be ko esi
okay because the kura wo kan no I see
ba o mo kwatena sia won ti de o kan na no kuro ba ye nkan Ghana ni asem a o kan no
kokoamu de o mo ka say no kura
aw na da bia me say ye wo nkrofo bo ha me ato bia me pese me kika nsem bebre obi wa charge o kan no anu ba intimi nka wa kan no anu
but sani pa na
nkrofo no o mo so no mu di akire o a mo giska
na twum
so dia say enti na me ka say nyankopon be panish nkrofo bi banya sisi a ana nipa fi say sika nkwan ne ahoto
okay
sa na e ma we sa na ti o
okay
if say sika nkwan ne ahoto nipa no o sika dia ne ho ato no
okay
dia be kan atma
say
enti ohun a woni bi no no bu so de unye nipa bi ba yen kan sa ahode hia sin sika no
okay dey no kre
ba nipa anwini si onwini ahode odwini sika first Ghana ni so ne a on kas yankopom da so ma de pa chi mi o enran so ko na mi business no ba da no business timi sewu
ya ahoden no
ahoden na be sewu na ahoden na sewu abeko it obi na wo say na nipa wo de anyo ni ne ka sisi e no ho den na de tun okowu no nipa o so odwuna pomudin first ansa ma adwini sika ba ye Ghana fo no ye ni briska enti nipa hu sika pe wonimu na danfo no wono na ekoba so hu sika we a different person man
okay sika no
wo pa de wa danfo a wo de wonim no ada ye bo say nim bebre
okay
wo frɛ no kro be fa kro mfada
because when Mrs. Kentin our
friend yes say after on Facebook me there I'm called
but maybe so now frɛ kra check up so no what the same
me ewiase na me buy no me timi mfrɛ say for sika mameda sika obi be chewa de ifu na komam na ode ma wo
and no krepa no krepa
anke for so ni pagiska anka say metuma kan ka say aban me sro isi am wo chiri wo timi peska me so maso mo man da
yes so you legend
so ya say
yeah
ewiase no nipa ho
okay
the old penno wunya ya nya abotre
okay onim ni obenya that's true
nti yan hwe ba ko we de otimi aboan
okay
Messiah no enyo oni
Messiah Winfried Schäfer
enyo oni
okay
ebia nam kwan so a wo ba
okay Mustafa Jidin Alhaji Mamemra so why you need the Messiah na first question mama bi san say afi dia ojitum say your football is in crisis ana also never be saved
just 30 seconds. It's normal say when you call people they'll react. It's normal say be any panel worker say obesere bibi on one as a winslow bibi on.
Okay.
That is normal. There are even people who will call you just to check say whether they are doing better than you or you are doing better than them.
Oh, okay. Go for be also.
Okay. some of your colleagues sometimes they
be so how is life.
Charlie, until we can. No, yeah, or he.
And then worry. Okay.
So it's not
okay.
So that's no news.
Or they just say where does it
even your colleagues on your platform.
They can't same way. I say when you come I'm wrong. I'm a taker but I'm a raw.
No say that.
Yes, senior players on work him. My respect to him pa. We say I'm work him but I'm mobile papa be answer me there. Yeah, Tibasin. The Kobobo. Yeah, old place here. Tibasin mana. Obika say, hey, Sikane Aquajendi, I was say, yeah, how do you sack a crowd? I say, oh, I was say, Ubia is can be. That be Ubia, the only be.
How would you open it?
Oh, open it. All of this, idea.
I know, just say negatives on open it. That's what I mean.
Ubia is can be near. Yamuana, Yamfa talk about Kumacha still.
Good.
No, I saw the dear grown can you. Because or change now, no. All can or Pekka. No, angel for you talk at me, do yame.
Now,
Bass me at you, and I because I mean, Cass will be on talk on you.
Because I know the negatives there, you never agree.
Cass will be on talk, and I will so prayer, senior prayer.
Or the testy waters, keke.
Yes, and I mean,
that was the reaction.
Thank you for we know. I won't get because I won't pay nipa down for us on now. Nanka, what's sorry, I'm not to one.
To be an house,
because or can't grow, a good idea. Okay,
just say it.
And kind,
and so more can so more tetia. I would obey to me the only caninache.
Yeah, man, that's true.
Oh,
that's true.
So I have quite
no, Nipa, you don't want to talk more. That be on I see a one
of course.
Me, Minibio, Baba, if you are nipping, if you are a moment 10.
I'm
for my men and Papa, I mean, she and I mean,
that's Tuesday, and I'm with you.
Oh, by no, Uncle 1 bulletin. So I just say, I'm sure me, and I'll pay you, only a cost from Edomia and Mitia. Obian one mammy are sending 1 CD and or did and a crowd by say, J. Nafa from Mancolano. By me, some so may I do any.
And I suddenly saw you and Yankopons to be showered.
Yes, so I just say, be fast one. Yeah, what you are always counsel, Nipa Bakwa, or Castle, especially your old place. It be a wicked.
Old place, maybe we
see wicked baby. Obua, which you so always capa.
Almost said that now, say, Fino,
on few. How about Ghana as our no Bobo will change whenever we change from Ghana communicate.
The some are very wicked.
Wicked, and yes, only a wicked baby.
Old players, no.
Old players, no. Nanka old player, Nanka ever come by big crown puna said, Ebia, ye case, Ebia, ye, Ebia, ye cry, ye more bone cover, Bia, Ebia, Sikabia, Bamutin or Mumunya, Cassiano, and Chamo. Oh, I'm a better cham out the old crowd, Ebia. Would it be fat dropping any I never change your answer? Yes, Sanomoye.
And does that make you feel regretted? Say, Bia, went to Mamma Boy to Quine Biana.
I know that be as so behind the wall, Yanko Ponzi born,
Bia Shebre.
Because you can't want to be credit some Bobo with you.
Okay.
So I said, by Yame pen or this uncle phone call.
Yeah, don't
be almost say. Ọmọ and I said obia obobo bia wakọ ni bia na obi o Ghana akra won so abobo kra na say dia me wo no wo bi sin ya I was say me respect you in my life am
whether sin nipa no kra wo bia na so ni bia so far as
yes
you know mu nyina mu was level
I was so respect say
nipa no dey no kra
it metra nka say prayer we see me nkan bi da baby I dey na nya ga dey we aye na enye eno na omo mpe
no kra no
I'm on pen crew. I'm on pen crack. Nina see Gina Sicasem. Because Nipa and Debia per se. Or Debia Cassette, Braha, Obraha, na camera sin so, nanny day. What I say? Okay. But we are so no, I was say, me, Tama made me 2 samples phones and we are so so many because Bien war better war. There will be an open in your scar now, one day was now new.
Okay. Legend, and one mama very emotional. Akobi asama o kan baby o say if you say o mu no kan kra kombedo.
E kombedo, e bi na ye no. Isi abetuma fro obi kra mpo no. And I was sorry asema test ubenya test bebre free. Ye mpanyimfo a mu di team animo. Na da chi bi anka o mu kra betuma say o Charles nimdie ni de o kan o mu timi fro coaches mo o mu fro a Charles de o kan de eno anu nimbo mu papa de o kan no e wo pa o mo mpe wa asemu
secretly no mo mpe wa because what can
o mo ko shia because semi shia nkrophobia na hu say sa de me kan na o mo mpe so what you say
okay Matias Alaji intini Schäfer ni de Messiah no
me jidi say baby na football no one. He is not far from right. Whatever he said is the truth.
Okay.
Because he can qualify for AFCON.
Okay.
And Yako Chan in the last Chan na Yako Ninano, we've been very terrible.
Okay.
Last under 20 we couldn't qualify. Recently before no Nebebano under 20 we couldn't qualify.
Okay.
So whatever he said was just the truth.
But maybe or one not maybe or Makako fan on no one should to say the football was in crisis and
then they should come out and say whatever he's saying is not true.
Okay.
Sometimes if they come out openly and say our football is in crisis. It's not enough. It's about solutions.
Okay.
It's not about telling people I am sick, I am sick, I am sick. Okay. Telling people you are sick doesn't solve your problem.
Exactly.
Go to hospital.
Thank you. When you say yare, so you find a solution. You go to the hospital.
Of course.
Very simple. And to someone yare, and come call hospital.
Okay.
So if there were no issues, if the football no anka someone kasa enim say football na ekofoma, they wouldn't have brought the man in the first place.
Okay.
Since the man came, we've seen the results. They might not be category A or category B teams in Africa. But this is a national team that couldn't beat Niger.
Yeah.
Home and away, couldn't beat Sudan.
Sudan current.
A national team that played 6 games and had 3 points.
Imagine.
Into 2 matches, we are near 1 point. Yentuman Niger.
Derby.
Sadly, all these national teams are Yentuman Shomono. None of them in a bow in the They all played for neutral grounds. Angola Muna.
Yeah.
Sudan ebo neutral grounds. Niger ebo neutral ground.
Yeah.
Angola bahaba beshe. The only country na ono won a level and na Angola.
Okay.
Obaka so Angola there owo nyoma infrastructure ne sa nyoma no ono kwa na ye comfortable. We played Niger home away from home.
Yeah.
We played Sudan home away from home.
That's
we couldn't beat all of them.
Derby.
Angola bakroma ba share. Until they say ya share, yes, Central African Republic ne Chad no enye hwio. Anka enye hwio.
Okay.
But baby a you fiba no. Eye hwe.
Okay. Because you are brepping.
Yentumi share.
Okay.
Yentumi share. Ya kwa ya ye national team a ye ni amanfo akwa a yentumi an share.
Okay.
Until they kwa she bia and Sudan and Niger, omunye different from Chad and Central African Republic.
Chad and Madagascar no.
And Madagascar. Difference between Sudan the 70s and the 60s and the early 50s have started AFCON no. Omu ye the powerhouses in Africa ever since. Tell me the achievements of Sudan.
No we answer that until Mukambi.
Niger podio bobo.
Don't mo no mo bobo.
What of Angola? A team that has never won the AFCON before.
Yeah.
Na ino mo ko group yentumi ambo bra anya hwe.
3 points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yentumi anya hwe. So at the end of the day, if you played against these national teams and you couldn't beat any of them, you couldn't even pick 3 points from any of them. Nanei what you makwa ko shebia. Then you give a little bit of credit to the man.
So at least why be?
No nya hwe anka wanhye.
Why be?
8 goals.
8 goals in 2
One year anka wo she. Ono na the major a year around the technical team.
Okay.
Technical team changes. Do be na
the one this one of fair na kan ho. Any
Desmond of Fen on all call the 20 no do mo go say. Can crash down for inside down for agro. Ono ankasa ne de na e de man no. Wo so ye chief driver. Ye this year nankasa ma wo say twi no this year no coin.
Still ya say me na be kan wa. Still ya say me.
Yeah. Oh, ya so first year.
The ye mo bi e de misrawo. Still ya say.
Ye de ma wo nankasa no wo de car na coin.
Wo de coin.
Until on for the yes, with all due respect, they are part of the technical team.
Okay.
Credit in about Betty Kibi. Say they blame me under 20. I'm a man. No credit in about Black Stars, and I'll give him a little bit of their credit because he deserves it.
Technical advisor.
Yes, but the technical advisor will also take their credit.
Of course.
He will take their credit. And Koya, we will blame them.
Yeah.
And we will blame him.
Okay.
Until Koya.
Ono so you see mo na baso.
Your platform we also na wow beka say ake so no the proposal say Benjamin Asare.
Yeah.
You said it on this platform.
He played a key role.
Benjamin Asare da mu no den see here. Enti per the woka no. If it is true, won't you give him credit?
Of course. Because ebi mpo anke nyon no anke de the enim dada na na be kwa kotum.
In life, ye wo make bibia say lack e ade a yemfen di agro.
Okay.
And you know sometimes musicians when I see them separate and those things and omo na way perf na omo na career and there. Sometimes I laugh. People don't understand. You might be the exceptional musician. What group nim. Mona maybe a better. You might be the best.
Okay.
Me nyade. Be me lack na carry mu.
Okay. Ti lack ya dey here pa.
See we are see we no.
I get you.
You won nyoma bi wono ma wo bomb pa you shouldn't joke with it to favor.
Yeah, favor. You dey be aka wa ha.
Te bia me ka kire wo.
Favor dey dey.
The lack mo ne sa nyoma nenam. Enti Benjamin Asare no probably he might not be the best goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Ebia Tizigi mo ne manaf mu ina da chen no. Ebia Wolokot mu ina da chen no. But Ebia the lack in the carry national team. Lack. Until for him to even sit down, watch the training and decide say we should use Benjamin Asare. Why BB?
Hey BB. Okay.
Because doing nothing alone. In politics it's a policy.
Of course.
Oh, but no one that alone is a policy.
Yeah.
Because your policy might be say me member
policy zero. Wow, and some no na they say no so Karim zito no na ekwa kolidi. Me anopa na me information. They say near the team no action so officially. Kotoko. Anopa near me see from
almost how many years?
For years of signing the nyanye concluded yet. But Matisse say the team be man season no e na wiam de be man no. Internal so bit machine in crime so for team in Africa. If he's able to win a trophy, be the FA Cup or the Ghana Premier League.
Omunya bo 3 man ka season in crime dey.
So one person come on train.
I think it was but this no the season has still not ended.
Well, so bit to magic trophy now.
He might win it.
Yeah.
Maybe they are also not considering him winning the trophy.
Okay.
Probably Omo will be unique.
Ghana Morim.
Yes.
Omo will be unique about him.
Ghana Morim.
Because Mati fancy. We are Ghana Morim. Well, you the see what legendary Charles Koko Sam from Bani Tilanka. Head of sports says Sadiq Adam. So and I don't take you for granted. Na kupon sharp on your case. Midin Ed Darius or saying